coexistence of people and self-driving systems on the roads, only time will unravel these intriguing uncertainties. In a world on the brink of transformation, these 20 emerging technologies are the architects of change.
Good day and thanks for joining us on the Midday News. I am Abimbola Adegboyega. The state governor, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has received the Sickle Cell Warriors Doctor Award from the Sickle Cell Warriors Club in recognition of his administration-free healthcare policy for sickle cell patients. The award was presented during the 2025 World Sickle Cell and Blood Donors Day event at the School of Nursing at Ado-Ekiti. Government House reporter Yemi Olajutemu completes the story. We beg your pardon, that report will be brought to you in our subsequent bulletins. The push for Governor Biodun Oyebanji's second term has gained fresh momentum as thousands of commercial motorcyclists and tricycle riders rallied at the government house in Ado-Ekiti to show support. Welcoming the crowd, the secretary to the state government, Professor Abibat Adubiaro, said the administration remained open to more endorsement from interest groups across the state. BSS reporter Toba Barola completes the story.
The crowd, mainly Okada riders and tricyclists who took their rally from the major streets of Ado-Ekiti to Government House, chanted different solidarity songs with display of different inscriptions to express their support for the governor beyond 2026. Professor Adubiaro received them on behalf of the governor, explained that Governor Oyebanji has been walking the talk since assumption of office, with tremendous impacts made towards the socio-economic and infrastructural development of the state. She acknowledged the transport operators for the show of solidarity for the second term of the governor and urged them to sustain the tempo. The special advisor to the governor on political matters and inter-party affairs, Chief Gideawe, and Commissioner for Transportation, Mr. Kende Ajobewe, said the endorsement had clearly shown that the commercial cyclists in one voice have supported the current continuity drive.
From the inception of this administration, the governor, Biodun Oyebanji, has been taking care of them. He has opened up his flank. Most of the cycles and tricycles we learn, they are donations from the government. So these people have been given much, which we are expecting much from them.
The good what we consider. That's just it, because I know Bao is someone that walk his own talk.
The state chairman, Okada Riders Association, Mr. Kule Ashaolu, and that of Tricycle Owners and Riders Association, Tolulope Alabi, explained that Governor Oyebanji had performed well in key sectors, noting that the people-centered policies of his administration have significantly improved their lives and businesses. They unanimously echoed their endorsement for the re-election of the governor for the second term, promising to ensure his victory through votes. Toba Babalola reporting.
And the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Abibat Adobiaro, has advised eligible voters to update their permanent voter cards as designated INEC centers as the 2026 governorship race gathers momentum. Professor Adobiaro gave the advice when the Ekiti Creative Artists Forum visited the government house at Ekiti to endorse Governor Biodun Oyebanji's administration beyond 2026. Our reporter, Toba Babalola, has the details.
The Artist Forum, comprising 16 associations, Tampan, Movie Makers Association, Society of Nigerian Artists, Goman, Piman, and Ajum, endorsed Governor Biodun Oyebanji for a second term. Professor Adobiaro will receive them on behalf of the governor, described the endorsement as proof of the government's wide-reaching impact on Ekiti's socio-economic development. She urged residents who had relocated to update their permanent voter cards during the next INEC registration to ensure they could vote in the June 2026 election.
We have demonstrated today that has somewhere to our creative arts associations in the state. We now want to use this opportunity to encourage all of us that are yet to collect our voters' card. There is no other way you can appreciate from the voter and give that to collect your voters' card. Because we know some people have innovated, some people have built buildings. They now want to go back, collect another card so that you will prove to the whole world that you want the government to come back for the next 4 years.
Professor Adobiaro also encouraged the group to continue promoting the shared prosperity agenda across the state. Also, the special advisor on political and inter-party affairs, Chief Judeawe, commended the forum for supporting the governor, affirming that Oyebanji delivered on his promises. Earlier, the representatives of the forum, including Chief Ojo Olowojolu, Associate Professor Mike Adeloye, Mr. Benga Padidu, and Chief Ayodele Lesomi, applauded the Oyebanji administration's achievements and pledged continued support.
We are particular about the dedicated contributions of this administration of Bao.
Àtọ́wọ̀n ọ̀gbàgbé àwa olófin wọn ti ẹ̀gbàgbé wa nínú ìjọba wọn.
Ìbílẹ̀ inú wa dùn láti sọ̀wọ́ ti bàbá yìí fún ẹ̀kẹ́jì lápá ọlọ́run àṣeṣe o. Àgbẹ̀gbẹ̀ olórí yóò fi ìjọba àti bímọ àti gbọ́mọ àti fúnmọ àti àdùn gbogbo àbáwọ́dá àtẹ̀lẹ́ ìjọdún. Ọdún mẹ́ta ló máa ń lò. Ọba yóò lọ sí ìgbà.
The Commissioner for Arts and Creative Economy, Professor Ojo Bakare, who led the delegation, moved the motion for the endorsement, which was unanimously seconded by the forum's chairman. Toba Babalola reporting.
The State House of Assembly has expressed support for enhancing health education by upgrading the College of Health Sciences and Technology, Iroyin, to a world-class polytechnic. The Chairman House Committee on Education, Science and Technology, Mr. Jacob Awoniyi, made a promise during an oversight visit, applauded the institution's progress, and emphasized the Assembly's readiness to provide legislative support for the transition. Earlier, the acting provost of the college, Mrs. Iyabo Oladapo, highlighted the school's achievement and lauded Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí and the Governing Council Chairman, Dr. Femi Thomas, in repositioning the institution. Mr. Awoni and other lawmakers, Mr. Babatunde Oke and Mr. Femi Fatula, were conducted around the school's facilities during the visit. The state government says its monthly internally generated revenue has risen from 650 million to 2.3 billion naira in 3 years due to increased public trust in Governor Biodun Oyèbánjí's transparency and accountability. The Commissioner for Information, Chief Taiwo Olatumosun, who gave the information, said taxpayers now see the impact of their contribution to road project, school and hospital upgrade and improved electricity supply. He added that Ekiti was named Nigerian top performers in IGR growth by the Joint Tax Board for 2023 following a 75% revenue increase. We now go back to the first story on sickle cell. The ex-state governor, Mr. Biodun Oyèbánjí, has received the Sickle Cell Warriors Doctor Award from the Sickle Cell Warriors Club in recognition of his administration-free healthcare policy for sickle cell patients. The award was presented during the 2025 World Sickle Cell and Blood Donors Day event at the School of Nursing at Ekiti. Government House reporter Yemi Olajutem completes the story.
If I have 50,000 in my account, I don't touch it, it's extra. Because anytime the guy will start having crisis, but now I can send my money to the last stop. I want to say thank you to the governor.
I was conveyed from Ikere down to teaching hospital here at Ado, and all through that period, I didn't spend a dime for my treatment.
We got to the teaching hospital, I spent a week, nobody was asking for anything. No money was spent. No one.
The sickle cell warriors in the state who shared their testimonies of improved care under the state's health insurance scheme described the free treatment and drugs as life-changing. The convener of the OA initiative, Dr. Olanipepo Ayomide, who brought together stakeholders from various sectors, commended the Oyèbánjí administration for prioritizing the welfare of vulnerable groups through health insurance.
Our initiative landed a significant partnership with the Ekiti State Health Insurance Scheme. We now registered over 1,000 sickle cell warriors who are already benefiting from the free health care across the 16 local governments under the state government. And this is being made possible by the leadership of the amiable friend of the masses, the Overlord one, and efficient governor of the Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyèbánjí. Can we jump together for me?
The event provided an opportunity for the warriors to engage stakeholders on sickle cell prevention and care policies.
One area that the Ministry of Education wishes to push for is to catch them young at birth. We must be able to determine the genotype of a child from birth, so that even when the admission process is coming up, it is not only blood group that will be indicated on the admission forms, even the genotype will be indicated on the admission forms. This will help even the Education Ministry and the school to determine the level of care that a child needs.
We want to start with policy drafting and probably to work around legal framework that will solidify your efforts. I want to say that we are ready.
The ministry, education and employment is not only for able-bodied men, but for people with disability. And that's not disability to me. We are ready to collaborate with them.
But I'm very happy that at this time in Ekiti State, we have a governor that is listening to the people's needs and is also meeting the people's needs in very strategic ways.
Again, let me say a big congratulations to the Executive Director, Dr. Ayomide. We are so proud of you. Thank you for all you do.
Receiving the award on behalf of the governor, The Special Advisor on Media and Strategy, Mr. Iroyin, thanked the organizers and reaffirmed the government's commitment to inclusive healthcare.
Heartwarming to realize that the various efforts of the government in the area of healthcare delivery is being appreciated and having the desired effect on the people. When we're talking about inclusion, which is the policy of the Iroyin administration, most people probably think it's just for people with disabilities, but you now realize that they are all encompassing.
He announced that enrollment in the state health insurance scheme had grown from 12,000 to over 600,000, ensuring that sickle cell patients will remain permanent beneficiaries of free health care in the state. Yemi Olajutem reporting.
And away from Ekiti stories, a political group, the National Democratic Coalition, has written a letter to the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, asking for a visa ban on the Nigerian Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, and the appointed Rivers State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibas. The letter was signed by the Executive Director, NADECO USA, Leod Huku. According to Leod Huku, the visa ban will be a proportionate response to the serious involvement of Senator Akpabio, Mr. Abbas, and Mr. Ibas in the undemocratic act in Rivers State. And that's it on the media news. Thanks for watching.
Ẹ̀kásán ẹ káàbọ̀ sínú ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí láti iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì. Kẹ́misọ́lá Àríjẹnílẹ̀-Ọlá ni oníròyìn. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ni wọ́n ti fi àmì ẹ̀yẹ dá lọ́lá látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn àjọ dókítà tó ń ṣètò ìtọ́jú àwọn tí ó ní àìsàn tí a mọ̀ sí sickle cell láti lè fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore wọn hàn fáwọn iṣẹ́ èyí tó ti lápẹẹrẹ tí wọ́n ti gbé ṣe lẹ́ka ètò ìlera fáwọn tó ní àìsàn sickle cell tá a mọ̀ sí àìsàn fèyíkú fọ̀ládìde. Àmì ẹ̀yẹ náà ni wọ́n ṣe lákòókò ìsàmì èyí tí wọ́n ṣe ṣètò ìlera ọ̀fẹ́ tí ìjọba fáwọn ẹni tó ní àìsàn èyí tí a mọ̀ sí àìsàn fèyíkú fọ̀ládìde ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì. Ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún ni ó wáyé nílé ìwé ìkọ́ni táwọn nọ́ọ̀sì tó wà nílùú Àdó Èkìtì lákòókò tí wọ́n ṣètò gbígba ẹ̀jẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tí ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ tọrẹ fún àánú ní èyí tí wọ́n ṣe fọ́dún 2025 lágbàáyé. Ètò fífa gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí sórí àlééfà lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ló ti túbọ̀ na àrà jáde báyìí níbi ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn oníṣòwò kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́ta táwọn sí márúwá àtàwọn ọlọ́kadà ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìpolongo èyí tí wọ́n ṣe nílùú Àdó Èkìtì láti fi ẹ̀mí ìmoore wọn hàn wípé gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ng ni wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn gómìnà Oyèbánjí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì lẹ́ẹ̀kejì nígbà tó ń gbàlejò àwọn èèyàn náà lábẹ́ akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Abibat Adubiaro sọ pé ètò ìṣàkóso tó wà lóde ló fàyè gba ọ̀pọ̀ èrò láti darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ aláṣeyọrí èyí tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì báyìí tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé pé fífaramọ́ ìjọba Fáyẹmí ní kò ṣẹ̀yìn àwọn iṣẹ́ àṣeyọrí èyí tó ti gbé ṣe lẹ́nu ọdún mẹ́ta tó ti dórí àlééfà ní pàtàkì fáwọn èèyàn ìlú ní mímú nígbà tí ó ṣe ọ̀pọ̀ àánú fáwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n sì ṣèlérí wípé gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ng ni wọn yóò wà ní ẹ̀yìn gómìnà Oyèbánjí láti ṣètò ìjọba lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì. Bákan náà ni akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Abibat Adubiaro ti gbà wọn tó ti tó láti dìbò nímọ̀ràn láti rí i pé wọ́n ṣe àwọn ohun tó tọ́ àti ohun tó yẹ láti rí i pé káàdì alálòpẹ́ fètò ìdìbò wọn ni wọ́n lọ gbà kí wọ́n sì ṣe gbogbo ohun èyí tí ó yẹ láti rí i pé wọ́n lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti dìbò fún ìbò gómìnà èyí tí yóò wáyé lọ́dún 2026 ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Adubiaro ló gbà wọ́n náà níbi ètò kan tó wáyé lábẹ́ àjọ àwọn oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe àbẹ̀wò sọ́fíìsì gómìnà tó wà nílùú Àdó Èkìtì láti fi ìdùnnú wọn hàn sí ètò náà àti láti rí i pé wọ́n ṣe àlàyé wípé gbẹ̀ngbẹ̀ng ni wọn yóò wà lẹ́yìn ìjọba èyí tó wà lóde tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti ṣe àlàyé pé wọn yóò túbọ̀ ní àfojúsùn rere láti rí i pé wọ́n jẹ́ kí ètò ẹ̀kọ́ tó dára wà nílé ẹ̀kọ́ èyí tó jẹ́ ẹ̀ka ìlera ìjìnlẹ̀ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ àti ìṣègùn tó wà nílùú Ìjẹ̀rò Èkìtì láti jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ wọn mu lágbàáyé. Alága ìgbìmọ̀ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ àti ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ọ̀gbẹ́ni Jacob Awoniyi ló ṣèlérí náà nígbà tó ń jábọ̀ iṣẹ́ àbẹ̀wò rẹ̀ tó ṣe nílé ẹ̀kọ́ náà ní bó ṣe gbóríyìn fún ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún fáwọn ìdàgbàsókè èyí tó ti wáyé tó ní ẹ̀ka ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ilẹ̀ yìí ló ti ṣetán láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fẹ́tò ìdàgbàsókè ilé tó jẹ́ ti ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà ṣe ṣáájú ní adarí ọ̀gá àgbà ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ìyábọ̀ Ọ̀làdàpọ̀ ti yànnàná àwọn àṣeyọrí èyí tí gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ti gbé ṣe nílé ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀hún. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Awoniyi àtàwọn aṣòfin mìíràn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babátúndé Ọ̀kẹ́ àti ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fẹ́mi Fátúlà ni wọ́n káàkiri àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ náà láti ṣe àbẹ̀wò àwọn iṣẹ́ tó ń lọ nílé ìwé ọ̀hún. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ti sọ pé àwọn owó èyí tí wọ́n ń pa wọlé lábẹ́nú lóṣooṣù tó jẹ́ ni ó ti lé sí báyìí láti ìgbà 350 mílíọ̀nù náírà tó sì lọ sí mílíọ̀nù 2 àti díẹ̀ láàrin ọdún mẹ́ta látàrí ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé rere èyí tí wọ́n ní nínú ètò ìṣèjọba Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ní ṣíṣètò àkúnyawọ́ tí wọ́n ní gómìnà Bíọ́dún Oyèbánjí ló ń lo àwọn owó náà fún ohun tó tọ́ àti ohun tó yẹ láàrin ìlú. Kọmíṣánná fẹ́tò ìròyìn Olóyè Táíwò Ọlátúbọ̀sún ló fi ìròyìn náà léde. Ó ṣàlàyé pé àwọn tó ń san owó orí ni wọ́n fojú rí àwọn iṣẹ́ ohun mèremère èyí tí gómìnà ń fi owó náà tí ó fi ń ṣe láàrin ìlú ní ṣíṣe àtúnṣe sáwọn ọ̀nà ìlú èyí tí kò dára, ṣíṣe àtúnṣe sáwọn iléèwé àti ilé ìwòsàn láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n bóde òní mu tó fi mọ́ ìpèsè àwọn ohun èlò iná àti pípèsè iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná electric èyí tí ó dúró déédéé. Ó wá ṣe àfikún pé Èkìtì wà lára àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí tó wà nípò gíga tó ṣètò ìdàgbàsókè tó dára látàrí pípa owó wọlé lábẹ́nú àti pé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ló wà ní ìdá 75 èyí tí ó ti jẹ́ owó èyí tó ti lé sí tó jẹ́ ti owó èyí tí wọ́n pa wọlé lábẹ́nú ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì. Ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú kan tá a mọ̀ sí National Democratic Coalition ti kọ lẹ́tà sí ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè United States ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà Donald Trump láti béèrè fún gbígbésẹ̀ lé ìwé ìwọlé àṣẹ visa fáwọn ààrẹ ilé-ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ilẹ̀ yìí Godswill Akpabio àti akọ̀wé ilé ọ̀hún Tajudeen Abbas pẹ̀lú àjẹ́lẹ̀ èyí tí wọ́n yàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers èyí tí ó ti fẹ̀yìntì Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ìbá. Ìwé ọ̀hún ni kò ní olórí àwọn ìwé ọ̀hún tó èyí tí wọ́n kọ ní olórí àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ adarí àjọ NEDECO lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà Leonard Uke fọwọ́ sí. Èyí ni kò ṣẹ̀yìn àwọn àṣemáṣe ìwà ìbàjẹ́ èyí tí àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí tí wọ́n ti ṣe ní ìpínlẹ̀ Rivers. Akọ́nimọ̀ọ́gbá agbábọ́ọ̀lù ẹgbẹ́ Super Eagles Eric Chess ti ṣèlérí láti wo ìdíje eré bọ́ọ̀lù àṣekágbá èyí tí yóò wáyé láàrin Kwara United àti Abakaliki láti lè jẹ́ kí òun fojú mọ́ àwọn eléré èyí tí wọ́n lè gbá bọ́ọ̀lù tó dára jùlọ láàrin àwọn olùdíje láti lè jẹ́ kí wọ́n fà wọ́n kalẹ̀ fètò ìdíje African Nation Championship tí yóò wáyé láìpẹ́ yìí. Chile sọ pé àwọn tó ní ẹ̀bùn láwọn ìgbèríko mìíràn ni wọn yóò tún fìwé pè láti wá ṣètò ìgbáradì fètò ìdíje náà. Kwara United àti Abakaliki ni yóò fi wo olùwo nínú ètò ìdíje ta ló mọ̀ gba ife àgbáyé tí yóò wáyé lọ́jọ́ 28 ní Mobolaji Johnson Arena nílùú Èkó. A kò ní ìjù báyìí ti sáàyè nínú ìròyìn wa láṣálẹ́ ní ìka tún pàdé ẹ̀kú iṣẹ́.